Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. It'll be Joe Mixon, born in nearby Oakley, California. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. You look at this Niner defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They've tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they haven't been successful so far. I wonder if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing Jones. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the right sideline. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get this...
And he's into the clear. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. KaVontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, Everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On play action, now Rodgers. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
He finds Watson complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing is Rodgers. Finding Walker complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Hendon Hooker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Niners are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go, his first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. In motion right, Olave. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job of reading the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. He's across midfield and down right around around the 37. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Jones to Mixon on the check down. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. 7-7, our score after 1. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmunds, picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bengals 14, 49ers 7. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Now Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian Watson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Across midfield. He's on his way. Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Jonathan Abram picks it. Now he's loose at the 40. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Mixon on the counter. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 162 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here we go, get set.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score! Touchdown, Cincinnati! Chris Olave, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
49ers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Bengals are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Here's Jones on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Complete to Dallas Goedert. Again, 11 on the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Jones now on 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. DJ Chark, 37 yards. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
49ers 14. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. But there are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turn the ball over to the other offense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. DJ Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Now, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game.
And my goodness, another interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Coup for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Bengals 49, 49ers 14. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Trying the left side with Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is...
And now here is another interception. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how...
And that's caught inside the 35. He's to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. KJ Osborne, 84 yards. And the Niners are able to at least get one score back. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down, back at his own 7. On 2nd down, here's Mixon.
through the middle of the field. Now look out. He's to the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with career touchdown number 60. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
49ers 22. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a throw here to his running back. On the move past the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now a give, running left is Wilson. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run the option. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Hooker flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Hendon Hooker with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Rolling to his left. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about.
49ers 30.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Jamal Agnew. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
49ers 30.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They're going to try and throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. They'll look to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this...
From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 3.
Rodgers going to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Now he's loose again.
And finally marked down at the 23. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jones throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing Jones. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
37. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They're in control here as they start first and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that two.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it. He's across midfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian Watson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Rolling to his... And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Aaron Rodgers. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Right now, you got 58. Here we go.
They're going to try and run and make them 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
49ers 53.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this.
There he goes, right side.
Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Chris Olave
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Bengals 77, 49ers 53. Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive first and 10 in the fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Back to Walker on first down.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry to throw on second down. Hooker. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I think this is what this game's become now. And just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Cam Smith. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It got his man complete. Now look out to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
49ers 53.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. On play action, now Rodgers.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get